Good morning, Sedgwick High School. This is Carly Adams.
And Tanner Giffen with your morning announcements for Wednesday, March 11th.
A tragic event took place this week that has connection with the Wichita area. A shooting spree in Alabama has left 10 people dead. Friends of the family tell officials one of the victims was originally from the Wichita area and has family here. Police have not released any names yet. Other officials say that the suspect in the shooting rampage Tuesday that killed at least 10 people in South Alabama began his day of bloodshed by burning down his mother's house where officials found her body. The Alabama Department of Safety says the gunman killed 9 people before shooting and killing himself.
In national news, Bernie Madoff's lawyer has told a judge his client will plead guilty later this week to 11 counts, those of which including money laundering of around $50 billion, perjury and securities, as well as mail and wire fraud. Prosecutors say that the disgraced money manager will face up to 150 years in prison on the charges. The details of the criminal case emerged at a hearing Tuesday in a lower Manhattan, New York courthouse to resolve several potential conflicts of interest between Madoff and his lawyer, Ira Sorkin. Sorkin and his family invested more than $900,000 with Madoff. After questioning Madoff, the judges ruled that Sorkin may continue representing Madoff. Asked by the judge if Madoff would plead guilty Thursday, Sorkin said, "I think it's a fair expectation."
In local news, a fire broke out at an historic Wichita home around 8 p.m. Tuesday. A passerby saw the fire coming from the second floor of the home. Firefighters were able to get the fire out quickly. The home is known as the Comley House. It was built in 1899 for Henry Comley, a Wichita businessman. The damage estimate is unknown at the time.
Federal authorities are opposing a plan to bring former Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick from a Kansas prison to testify at his bankruptcy hearing in Virginia. Vick is serving a 23-month sentence at Leavenworth, Kansas for bankrolling a dogfighting operation. He filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in July. U.S. bankruptcy judge Frank Santoro said last month that Vick must appear at a hearing in Norfolk on April 2nd, or he would deny confirmation of Vick's bankruptcy plan. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Alexandria filed an objection Tuesday, saying the suspended NFL star can be made available to testify by video from the federal prison. Santoro has scheduled a hearing on the issue for Wednesday morning.
That's all we have for news this morning. Now on to Alan with the weather.
Thank you. Now today's weather. The storms will be moving south to settle over the Texas area, which should bring clear skies until tonight. Now it's more local weather. Today will be mostly sunny and much colder with a high of only reaching the mid-30s. Later this evening will be partly cloudy with cold will continue into the night with lows reaching 20 degrees. That's the weekly planner. Today will have a high of 39 with a low of 20 with a 20% chance of rain Friday, as temperatures will continue to climb into mid-next week. That's all for weather. Now on to sports.
Thank you, Alan. North Carolina's standout point guard Ty Lawson, who suffered a toe injury earlier this week, is unsure of whether or not he will be playing in the ACC tournament. The news came the same day that Ty Lawson was named ACC Player of the Year.
There we go. LeBron James had another triple-double last night with 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists to lead the Cavaliers over the Clippers, 87-83. The Cavs moved to 50-13, having the best record of the NBA.
The legendary coach from the UCLA Bruins, John Wooden, was released yesterday from the hospital after a bout with pneumonia. He is 98 years old. When he was coaching, he won 10 national titles with the UCLA. He has now been retired for 34 years.
That's all for sports. This is Lawson Kingsley.
And Bryce Duvier.
Have a great day.